Hey everyone, and thanks for joining me today as we take a look at a modern classic, the Shoei NXR. The Shoei NXR is a titan of a helmet. It was first released more than 5 years ago, but it's still a common sight on the road today and still a very popular helmet. Now, some of you guys might be thinking, wait, that looks a lot like Shoei's RF1200. And that's because it is, you'd be 100% correct. It's called the RF1200 outside of Europe, but inside of Europe it's called the NXR. Now this helmet is a full face sports touring kind of helmet, but it's going to be a little bit more sporty than toury, but I'll explain why that is a little bit later on. And it's going to be in the mid-range full face category. Though for Shoei, I guess that does kind of mean that it's going to be entry level because they're quite a premium level brand. Now this helmet is going to be very versatile. You can chuck it into pretty much any on-road situation and it's going to do very well. Off-road is a completely different story though. So make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel as well, and that way you can stay up to date with all the latest and greatest news on motorcycle gear. So let's start with the review. So the shell of the NXR is very good. It's made from Shoei's Advanced Integrated Matrix or AIM material, and this means that it's fiberglass, mostly fiberglass, stacked up in multiple layers. Now, this makes it very strong and very lightweight. And it's so lightweight, it only weighs 1.3 kilograms, or at least this M-sized helmet did on our scales. So that's a very good result, and it's going to make it much more comfortable to wear over longer periods of time. Then the next best thing with the shell is that it's available in 4 different sizes, so you have a lot of option to find something that's going to be the best fit for you. So that's a great thing about the NXR. Moving to the ventilation, and on this helmet it's a little bit minimalistic. You can see here, we get the brow vent, we get these 2 inlets here, but no big scoop on top, which we typically see, especially on a lot of touring helmets. And these vents here, they're going to be more useful in more of a tucked position, so a little bit lower down, making the ventilation a little bit more suited to sports riding. And these vents themselves, they're nothing particularly special. You can just see here, they're basically just holes in the shell. So nothing flashy in terms of ventilation up top, but it's still pretty effective. On the chin as well, we do get a easy to use vent. It's going to bring air straight up to here and onto your visor, which is going to help to demist it a bit. For air to escape, we do have an exhaust out the back here under this wing. You can open that, close it as you like. And in about a minute or so, I'm going to pull the liner out and I'll show you guys all the channels in the E.Q.R.S. so you can see exactly how the air moves through the shell of the helmet. Shoei are well known for making good visors and having good visor mechanisms, and the NXR is no different. So you can see here, there's a couple springs in the mechanism, and as I roll through these detents and open it up, you might see those springs move. And this is what helps to make a good seal against wind and that kind of thing. It's going to make sure the noise isolation is good, but also that you don't have anything unwanted kind of like sneaking through the gaps around your visor. So they make great seals for their helmets at Shoei. Then if I open this up all the way, you can take it off very easily as well. You just use this little toggle here, like that. On this side, same thing. Where is it? There it is. Just like that. And now that visor is off, you can see as well this organic fiber kind of looking mechanism. So you can see it much better now. And it's going to be a very tough, a very rigid kind of mechanism. So it's very strong. Then here on the visor, we do have pins. So you can take the pin lock lens, which is provided in the box by Shoei, pop that on, and then you're not going to have to worry about any kind of fogging up really. So it's great from Shoei as well. Putting it on, also very easy. Let me just turn it this way. Just line it up with how you had it before. Basically, you can just push it on. You don't have to spend too much time fiddling with it. Just like that. Close it up, and there you go. So in the NXR, there is no drop-down sun visor, which is something more suited towards a sports helmet. On a touring helmet, you typically do want to have a drop-down sun visor. But I think they've done that on the NXR to save weight, which is why it comes at 1.3 kilos. And yeah, this is one of the things that really, in my mind, makes it more of a sporty helmet than a touring helmet. So taking the inner liner out of the NXR is pretty easy. It's Shoei's 3D molded liner. So it's fairly comfortable. It's removable, washable, antibacterial. And I'm just going to pull it off. We do have emergency quick release cheek pads, which is pretty handy. Comes off nice and easy. That was a little bit stuck. This side as well, nice and easy. And then the headliner. It's got snaps up top. So there we go. And let me just move this away now. So you can see the cheek pads, pretty neat, pretty tidy. Yeah, a bit of perforation, keep you nice and cool. Headliner, nothing particularly special, perforated to keep you cool. Yeah, nothing particularly special there. But then we do have a double D-ring enclosure system, as you can see here. Some people prefer that. And on the inside, you do see the channels in the EPS. And there are a few channels, and they are fairly deep, and there's a fair few of them. They'll also terminate here. So you're going to have hot air coming and escaping out down the back of your neck. There's some, yeah, I guess perforated material here, which is going to allow the air to escape. So it's kind of like a secondary exhaust system there. And you can see by those channels, and you see a few holes in the EPS, there's plenty of room for that air to move around freely. On the inside, on the side, I'm just going to pull this out. We do get these inserts for the speaker system or speaker cutouts. So you can put in a comm system if you like. And this is also going to help to reduce noise pollution coming in through the helmet. So speaking of noise isolation, we tested the NXR in our beep test, and it scored 22 against a control of 17, meaning it blocked about 5 decibels of noise. And this result is not particularly bad, it's not particularly good, it's about average. And remember, this test is only to test how much noise is blocked from the engine and stuff like that, so kind of like hard environmental noise. When it comes to wind noise, which is a major consideration, the NXR is quite strong. That comes from the sleek design, the smaller shell sizes, but also from like the visor seal, which is very good as well. When it comes to wind noise, it's a very quiet helmet. Now, the NXR is something of an older helmet. It's been around for 5 years, and it's still a testament to Shoei that they can make a helmet that's relevant for so long. But the reason I bring this up is that they've been making designs for 5 years for the NXR. And you can see this helmet here, the Dystopia, it's a fairly new design. And, you know, Shoei just making more and more. So there's going to be a lot of different choice, a lot of different options, and so many different styles. That means that if you're a little bit picky with your designs and stuff like that, you should have plenty of options with the NXR. So it's another nice little plus for this helmet. So if you're interested in picking up the Shoei NXR, then make sure that you scroll down to the product bundles. And right now we do have a promotion. If you buy a Shoei NXR, you get a free dark smoke visor. So don't miss out on that. Furthermore, you can find all the latest designs on championhelmets.com. Alright guys, this has been our review of the Shoei NXR. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you want to learn more about the NXR, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube page. And that way you can stay up to date with everything that we're doing, everything Shoei related and everything motorcycle gear related. Thanks for watching guys. I'm Chris from Champion Helmets, and I'll see you all next time.